Alrighty, it is Thursday morning. Here's a live look outside. You can see the sun is rising. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous day. Very different from yesterday, same time. Thanks so much for joining us on this special live stream. We're continuing to track the impact of yesterday's snow, sleet, and rain. And finally out of here, guys. Yeah. Are we happy about that?
Sure, yeah. I mean, now we're left with the cleanup and, cold temperatures and all of that. We'll get an update on that in just a moment from Howard.
That's Tony Perkins. I'm Annie Yu and Allison Seymour. Other way.
Hey, everybody. Yeah, I'm always happy. I mean, look at the sweetness of it, right?
Aww.
And, during this time of COVID, most folks working from home, I suppose, it was a little bit easier. I had to go out in it a little bit yesterday, and I'm always reminded of how treacherous it can be, like you're white knuckling it, driving around.
Especially because we didn't just get snow out, we got like sleet, the rain, it was freezing cold, so it just made it really nasty.
It really did.
We were showing you a picture there of Carolyn. That was her first snow. And listen, you guys have sent us some wonderful pictures. Carolyn is in Lake Linganore in Maryland. Cute, cute, cute. That's a great image. Thank you. Allison, if they have a picture they want to send us, how do they do that?
Well, I went the shortcut, so I did. You can do the WUSA 9 app, look for the near me, and you can upload your picture. And you can also use the hashtag WUSA 9 weather, and it'll get there too. There are lots of ways, but I would really suggest you download our app. It's really useful, and we needed it yesterday for sure.
That's for sure. All right, let's get to Howard now for the latest on our forecast. Where do things stand now, Howard?
Well, sunny. We're saying goodbye. Things are cold. By the way, Lake Linganore, if you don't know, it's just east of Frederick. They had about 5-6 inches of snow before they got some sleet and freezing rain also last night. But in town, you'll notice there's nothing on the ground at Reagan National, maybe a little trace at the edge of the runway. That's all they reported was a trace, believe it or not, even though there were areas in town that got an inch. Alexandria got an inch. National gets a trace. And Dulles had about 2.5, closer to 5 or so in Leesburg, and even 6 in northern parts of Loudoun County. But this morning, nice and quiet. Sunshine will mix with clouds at times. We're going into the 30s. We will get a bit of melting, but early, and it's just messy. The secondary roads, the back roads, they're very icy and dangerous. But with temperatures in the 30s and some sun, we'll get a bit of melting done. So after about 9-10 o'clock, I think a lot of roads will be better. Not great, but a lot better. The main roads will be fine and are probably in pretty good shape already since the road crews have been working on those all night and yesterday, of course. We get back down to 32 at 9. We'll be in the 20s tonight, so we're going to freeze up once again. Mount Airy, 5 inches. Sibyllesville, that's in the Catoctin Mountains. If you've ever been in Frederick County up toward like Thurmont, Emmitsburg, and you go west near the Pennsylvania border of the mountains, they had a foot of snow, only 2 in Bethesda. Clearbrook in the Shenandoah Valley had 10 inches there. We had 9.5 from Kaiser, 11 in Frostburg, by the way, with 4 coming in from Leesburg and McLean at 2. So we are looking at the snow this morning. It's been epic. Historic snow is falling across northern Pennsylvania, southern New York State there, close toward the Binghamton area. Still some heavier bands through Albany, heading into Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. Even Massachusetts and Connecticut got in on the big snows. But, I mean, it was hammer time. Tony's doing the dance right now. Hammer time. All right, you remember that one. Tony, you got the pants for it?
I turned them into curtains.
Curtains for several houses, I imagine. But hammer time, seriously. Endicott, 40.5 inches as of 5:50 this morning, and it was still snowing when that report came in. And out to the west of there, still 40 inches. This was at 4:45, so I'm thinking somebody might have gotten to 45 inches out of this. We'll know later today once Binghamton goes to the reports, but incredible. And we knew this was going to be a big storm a week ago. For snow lovers, unfortunately, it was just a little bit too far north. That's why we got the mix and even the rain down south. But warmer days are coming. By Sunday and Monday, upper 40s, and we even have some 50-degree readings possible next week. So as we look at the big picture, there goes the storm. It'll be pulling out of Binghamton shortly. A little bit of lake action behind it here with the northwesterly flow. But for us, we stay pretty quiet for the next 5, 6, 7 days. And as far as Christmas, by the way, there's a chance for a couple of snow showers Christmas Day and another shot of cold there after Christmas. Thursday morning, 20s and 30s, lots of icy spots, breezy. And then this afternoon, some melting, partly to mostly cloudy, 36 to 41. We had some wind chills, by the way, early today in the teens. Now, tomorrow, we're going to be around 40. Low 40 Saturday with more clouds. The only precip I really see in the next 7 right now looks like a flurry or sprinkle chance Sunday morning. So generally dry. And there's your 50-ish Tuesday, well, Monday, Tuesday, into Wednesday. So Annie, Allison, and Tony. Just watch out for the slick stuff this morning, but we'll be getting better as the day wears on.
That's a good reminder. I had to really be careful. I had to do the little penguin walk this morning to my car.
Short
so
steps.
Exciting. I was dreaming
Short
of a white
steps.
Christmas too.
Oh, yes.
It'll be great. Even if it's just some flurries, that'll be nice.
I'm saying there's a chance.
We'll take it. Okay.
We'll take
All
it.
right. Let's get an update on traffic now, and Megan has that.
Yeah, so this is a live look from our Sky 9 camera. I just think this is a pretty cool shot, so I wanted to share it with you. A look at the metro area as he's heading towards BW Parkway. Reports of some slowdowns and accidents in that area. It's been a very busy morning on the roadways right now. Let's take a look at some video that we have earlier from a crash along I-95 southbound. This is in Fairfax County. Now, this crash scene was here about 4 o'clock this morning. It backed up traffic for miles in the area. Now, you can see this one car over here in the area that looks like it may have flipped over. Look at all the damage that you can see to that vehicle. This is why we're asking you all to stay at home. Now, we don't know how many injuries were reported or exactly how many vehicles were involved in this accident scene, but it backed up for traffic for miles and was there for hours. It just cleared. So all the lanes are expected to be reopening here momentarily if they haven't already. But this is due to icy conditions in the area, and that's been the story throughout the morning. Let's take a look at the maps now. We have a look at the maps. 270 going up and down 270. It's been delays all morning. We had reports of a single spin out in the area. Also had reports of a dump truck that was causing some delays in the area due to a crash. So if you don't have to come out this morning, we're asking you all to stay inside. That's the latest from here in the studio. But let's send things out now to Miri, who's been on the roadways all morning. Miri, where are you now and what are you seeing?
Hey, good morning. I am in Gaithersburg in this neighborhood, and this main road coming through this neighborhood is actually a side road, but it looks like they've done a good job of keeping this part clear. The only thing I've noticed is that around some of the curbs and again around the drains, that's where you may have just a little bit of ice, but you know, if you don't go stand over the drain, then you'd probably be okay. Some of the smaller roads in this community I'm looking at still have some snow cover there. You can see we just passed one, still has a light snow cover on top, but as you're getting out of this subdivision, it does look like it's a little bit better. Now, again, we're in Montgomery County, getting higher up into Montgomery County, and Clarksburg was one of the areas where I saw something troubling, which was essentially a glaze of ice on a good chunk of the street in one of the subdivisions near the outlet mall. I hadn't seen that really anywhere else, but again, just to caution you, if you are coming even out of your house, just until we get above freezing, watch out for those icy patches, because even a small icy patch can be a problem. Like my best friend was like, she came out of her house, it was icy, and she slipped, hurt her ankle and her foot, and was on crutches for 3 months. Couldn't even work for a little while because, you know, she had to keep the foot elevated and was in so much pain. So this is another side road that we've turned on into this neighborhood. So you can see down to the pavement. Again, just around those curbs where there's been some melting around the drains, that's where I've noticed the bulk of the ice that is around here. Ground temperatures are going to be coming up. Earlier this morning before sunrise, they were between roughly 26 and 32 degrees with a couple spots up around 34 degrees for ground temperatures. And we're going to be seeing that coming up within the next, let's say, 2 hours or so. Most of the ground areas will be above freezing, even if it is very slight. And so you start to see a little bit more melting, and then that's when we start that cycle of, you know, it's melting, then it's going to refreeze, and, you know, the ground is above freezing, then it's below, then it's back above. That type of cycle can lead to, you know, more issues with the roads, because then the water is able to get deeper into any cracks that are there. And then, of course, when water freezes, it expands. So that's not necessarily great, especially for asphalt. So just, you know, we got people here, they're starting to shovel off their cars and slowly come out and emerge the day after of what was a winter mess around here. So just asking everybody to take it easy and be careful out there on the roads. We're going to send things back over now to Annie, and it was good to talk to all my Facebook friends out there.
Oh, Mary, I know they love you, and thanks for that update. Yeah, it's that ice that's very dangerous. Quickly, we want to give a shout out to Wallace Seymour, who's joining us on Facebook. We appreciate you, Wallace. Allison says hello to her cousin. Is that really your cousin, Al?
Well, we are both actually battling Barons from BCC, and we're play cousins.
Okay, love it. Wallace, we see you. Thanks so much, friend. All right, one of the places to see a decent amount of snow was Frederick County. That is where our team coverage continues this morning with our Nicole D'Antonio. She's been out there all morning long. Nicole, it has been one of the prettier places, and so what's it looking like now there?
Hey, it certainly has. You know, this is a place a lot of people come for the holidays, and I think the snow has just really added to this very picturesque little town here. But I want to show you some good news. So we've seen a number of snow plows down this street, and I don't know if you can see behind me, but we have seen people out clearing the sidewalks, just trying to get everything ready as, you know, this town wakes up for the morning. The big concern, as we just heard Mary talk about, was the ice. And I want to show you, so even the snow here, this looks like snow, right? But if you could hear it, this is straight ice. I mean, all of this really is, it is very, very icy. We noticed this when we were driving into town. It is very, very icy out here. So this is what they are trying to get a handle on. I also want to show you this little downtown stretch here. There's about 200 stores that go all the way down this downtown. And that's been one big concern. You know, here we are at 7 o'clock in the morning. This is a time that a lot of these restaurants, these stores would be opening up. All of them are closed. So with being so close to the holiday, this time is so crucial for these stores. And we checked in with the Downtown Frederick partnership about what they are doing to prepare. And here's what they had to say.
The majority of small businesses make the majority of their revenue in the 5 weeks leading up to Christmas. And so, you know, this is a really, really critical time for businesses, for small retailers to be making a lot of sales on a daily basis. You don't have to think only about the Amazons and the big boxes and huge chains. You can do online shopping and still support local businesses.
All right, so back here live, we just want to give you another look at that ice, the refreezing that we've been talking about that happened overnight. Now, one silver lining moment here, you know, she went on to say that a lot of these stores actually got a head start with this remote shopping online. Because of the pandemic, a lot of these stores have moved their businesses online, and that's a way that you can still show up, support these businesses, and then come up and pick it up after, you know, this snow is gone. But one more silver lining I want to show you guys, because we've been seeing all these cool pictures, right, that people have been sending in. As we were driving by, we stopped and we had to show you. Somebody made this snowman here overnight. You can tell it's again frozen. I just thought this was the coolest thing. Is we've been seeing different pictures and videos being sent in from people all across the DMV. Guys, here we go, a snowman here from downtown Frederick.
I love it. It looks like a snow seal or something. And what you're in front of Hooch and Banter, what is that? What is that? What kind of business is that?
You know, this is one of the restaurants down here. You know, there's about 200 local shops all within walking distance. This is one of the restaurants here, and it looks like some people had some fun. He has this snowman has a carrot as a nose, and you know, just had some fun with it, which is nice to see.
That's great.
Hey,
That's
Tony.
great. Yes.
And Nicole, I live up in Upper Montgomery. I go to Frederick a lot. I get my hair cut on that block, actually.
Okay.
There are so many restaurants and businesses. Some of them
really?
Some of them are subterranean. If you look some of the stairs that go down, there are restaurants and bars and stuff, and they've been doing everything they can. They've opened up Market Street when it was warmer for tables for the restaurants there. So if you have not spent some time on Market Street in Frederick, if not now, once the pandemic ends, go there. It's just a really cool place to walk around, eat, shop. I know like in Alexandria, they've got the streeteries there, those areas with the restaurants. That is Frederick's version of the restaurants. And there's a really cool place to get soda and candy. If it's still open, I hope it is, a little bit north of where you are, a couple of blocks north on the other side of the street, I think.
And across the street from that place is a dentist.
That sounds familiar. We may have passed it as we were driving by.
Yeah,
that does sound familiar.
I love Frederick. It's great. It's a great town.
It's beautiful. It is. All right. Thank you, Nicole, and thank you, Howard. Appreciate that. All right. Now, of course, the further out from D.C. that you go, the more snow you saw. We knew that was going to happen, especially out west in Winchester, Virginia. That was one of the harder hit areas yesterday. Matt Gregory is there this morning with a look at the conditions. Another beautiful town. Hey, Matt.
Hey, good morning. How are you doing, Tony? Yeah, you're right. Beautiful scene, right? If this is your winter postcard behind me in Winchester, it looks very nice. They got quite a bit of snow here, but like I said, it's like a holiday postcard. And what holiday isn't complete without a Christmas story, the leg lamp from A Christmas Story? It just really sets the scene in terms of what we're seeing here, right? This is what you want to see in the winter. A nice snowfall. It's a pretty packable snow, and this is about what they got, about 8 to 9 inches. Nice holiday wintry snow here, but not so fast. It's not that great because look at this road down here. While the main streets in Winchester seem to be cleared, you have streets like this all the way out to here. Just down here, this is Cameron Street, North Cameron Street. You can see quite a bit of snow still on there, and with that there's a little bit of ice. So yeah, it is nice to look at, and it's certainly enjoyable to see snow around this time of year. But the main concern out this way is that they've been plowing around the clock to make sure these roads are clear, and there's still streets like this side street here that look like this. And on your way out here, when we were on, say, 28, then we took the Harry Burt Highway, we saw patches of ice, we saw slick spots, and as you can see, this is what really is doing most of the work today. Plow crews going around the clock for the city of Winchester. The city offices are closed today, by the way. Found that out. But for the most part, that's what we've seen throughout the morning. We've been here since about 4, and all we've seen is plow crews going through street after street, and they're still not clear. It is certainly nice to look at, but that's one of those concerns. You heard Mary talking about it. You even heard Nicole talking about it. Once this stuff starts to melt, and it is, eventually it's going to refreeze. In places like this that haven't been shoveled quite yet, the street walk down here in downtown Winchester, that's got a level of ice on it, or a layer of ice that's going to come up, a little bit of slush right now. It's very nice to look at, but obviously there's always safety concerns when it comes to snowfall like this. But Winchester and these places northwest of D.C., it's a complete contrast. I mean, in D.C. you see, just like a brushing of snow in some points and then mostly ice. Here it looks like a little winter wonderland, but that still has its issues too. So, yeah, we're seeing in Winchester the heavier snowfall that we have seen for the region. And it's certainly nice, like I said, but there are safety concerns. I'm going to send it back to you, Allison.
Matt, so Annie has a request. You know that pile that you've been looking at on top of the trash can? She would really like it if you could just knock it over. It would just satisfy
It would be
Annie
so satisfying
much.
to
See-
me to clean it off, Matt. Do it.
Annie,
please.
I don't know if you know this, but I don't spend a lot of time near trash cans, but this one is in a perfect, I don't know, look at it, it's perfect. You put a little nose here, it's a snowman.
Okay.
That'd be kind of wonderful. Look at that,
mean,
you got a
the
little
more-
mouth. But
on,
for
Matt.
Annie,
There
there you go.
it's out of there.
That was so satisfying. Thank
Verified.
You. Thank you so much,
All
Matt.
right.
We love you. Great work out there.
You're welcome.
I need you to now
Annie,
clean it
for you, the
completely
world.
off. It's like, that'll be extra
empty the trash
satisfying. There you go.
Oh, boy.
Matt,
That is
thank
actually-
you.
That has been bothering you.
Thank you so much.
Matt is so great. Okay, thanks, Matt. Try to get warm. Well, as you wake up this morning, we do want to see what it looks like outside of your windows. Why don't you snap a picture, maybe a video, send it to us. Nancy and Jimbo, and you got to love that name, texted us this beautiful photo of snow and Christmas lights at their home in Frederick, Maryland. And thank you so much, guys. And this is my favorite little puppy face of the day. 15-week-old puppy Kilo, enjoying his first time seeing snow. And yes, that is his enjoy face.
Guys, what a beautiful coat he has. Look
Yeah.
at that color. It's like charcoal.
And isn't it great when dogs look right into the camera?
Oh, it's the best.
It's just great.
They know.
Look at that
Cute.
face.
They know they're on camera.
There's actually some
little
good kissing on the
ears.
side of his face. He's really cute. Okay. And he's going to be a big boy, too. Ashley Collins in Bowie, Maryland also sent us some great pictures. So the Collins, they're a military family. And Ashley said that this was the kids' first time seeing snow.
Oh, look at that joy on
Look
her
at
face.
that. Oh, my, that's the best.
Oh,
Look
so
at
nice.
that. Okay. And if that video this video doesn't say 2020, we really don't know what does. This is 1-year-old Landon. This is from Gainesville. Boom. Face plant. I actually hate this video because I was that mom. I didn't want anything
Tony's
like
hurting himself
that.
laughing on this one. He loves this. Is the favorite video ever for Tony.
Great.
Okay. And who's this little guy? Who's this baby?
Oh,
Perfect
that is,
for Throwback Thursday.
that is
Oh.
a cute baby.
Baby
That-
Tone.
We got
You know,
that out of the archives.
I'm put off by the facial here, but look,
That's what
that's okay.
I don't
Some
like a
babies come
baby.
out with a lot of hair.
Yes.
I don't
was
like
on
a
his
baby
face.
with a 5 o'clock shadow. Yeah.
And the glasses?
And the glasses.
What did they say? That mom had a lot of heartburn because she
Yes.
had a lot of hair.
Yeah.
All right, keep these photos and the videos coming. Maybe not that last one, but we will share them throughout the day. You can text them to us at 202-895-5599, or you can upload them in the Near Me section of our app. Or, if it's easier, just tweet us with that hashtag WUSA9weather.
So we have a comment from Sherilyn, and she's asking what the temperatures are from Saturday to Monday because they're passing out Christmas baskets.
Ooh.
Can you help her out, Howard?
I can, yeah. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday will be chilly on Saturday, like low 40s. Sunday, we're thinking upper 40s, mid to upper 40s. And I don't know exactly where you are, so I'm going to give you the range. And then on Monday, we have a chance to crack the 50-degree mark. So if you can hold off till Monday, it'll be a little bit more comfortable.
Perfect. All right, this sounds like some silly advice, but it could save you from falling on the ice today. The advice is walk like a penguin. Fairfax County Fire and Rescue tweeted this picture out at about 6 o'clock this morning. It says within the last 30 minutes, Fairfax County crews have responded to 2 incidents already related to people slipping and falling on the ice. And it can be very severe, you know, if you fall hard.
Oh, yeah.
If you must be out, walk with care, walk like a penguin. And here's how to demonstrate
doing
that.
this wrong.
Well, I don't know if you guys know this. I've said it before. I am a hockey coach. Not the head coach, but one of the coaches on the Northwest Jaguar hockey team. And when I walk across the freshly Zamboni'd ice, there's a little bit of water on it, right? You got to walk sometimes to the bench. Players are waiting for the refs. I take like baby steps because I have fallen on the ice, and it is like it's
like
slippery
inch by
cement.
inch.
It is
Yeah.
cold and hard like cement.
So, but is that a penguin walk?
No,
Like-
it
I don't
sure
know, but
isn't.
I just
Well,
take
if
very
you-
small steps, very, just tiny steps. It takes me a while, but I make it across the ice without falling on my butt and getting hurt.
But
'Cause-
if we look at that graphic again, I've been doing it wrong. I thought a penguin walk was when you turn to the side.
waddle.
What, like
and
a waddle?
No, like when you turn to the side a little bit and then you do the small steps, but
Like
like,
a
like
shuffle.
almost
No,
on
that's
skis,
not
how you do
penguin.
it.
Doing like a
No.
side
But it's
shuffle?
not. I've been doing it
that's
wrong.
more like the shuffle.
Yeah.
I think.
I feel like we're doing dance lessons
No,
here.
no. I think seriously, doesn't a penguin? And you can't see my whole
You
body.
have to walk
but
a little
no,
over.
don't they kind of walk like this?
Yes, exactly.
Charlie
That's exactly what they
Chaplin.
do.
Exactly
Tony,
It was
how
like
they
Dick
do it.
Van
That's
Dyke
the
and Mary
Charlie
Poppins.
Chaplin walk.
It was Charlie
Or-
Chaplin,
right?
actually.
Dick
You're
Van
right.
Dyke, Mary Poppins. That's what I'm thinking when I see you.
Okay, all right.
Good
Well,
day, Governor.
Look
I
at
think
the.
our viewers get the gist of it. Walk like a penguin. There you go. That's it right
I
there.
I prefer just small little steps like that when I'm going across. the
Anything
ice.
to not
Just be
fall.
careful.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything
Yeah.
to
Anything
Yeah.
to not fall.
Okay, well, let's get another check of our forecast, Howard.
All right, I guess we're done doing penguin walks. Weather-wise, right now we've got clear skies, right? Nice and sunny in Washington. We're still cold though. Temperatures are 28, and it feels like 18 because we got the wind out of the north-northwest at 12. Dew points low 20. Some areas are in the low to mid-20s right now, so we've got many slick spots. But with the sun out, even in the mid and upper 20s, we'll get some melting. We need warmer temperatures. We need more sun, but we are going to combat the clouds at times. Upper 30s. So if your neighborhood road is a mess, I'm thinking by later this morning and this afternoon, it'll be a lot better, right? The crews will get in there, they'll plow, they'll salt, the sun will do some damage to it. But tonight, we're back to 32. That's at National by 9. Some of us will be below freezing by, 6, 7 o'clock. We're in the 20s tonight, and that means we're going to have more frozen streets and areas. Not as much as this morning, but certainly there will be slick spots for Friday morning. Mount Airy, 5 inches. Sabillesville, one of the bigger totals we've seen, a foot. Locally, anyway, that's in the Catoctin Mountains at far northwestern Frederick County, Maryland. 10 inches from Clearbrook. I just heard from Bill in Smithsburg. He's in far eastern Washington County, a little bit west of Sabillesville. He had 9 inches, 9.5 for Kaiser. Frostburg came in with 11. Clarksburg, 4.5, and 2. That's it, 2 in McLean. There's the storm this morning. It's still pummeling areas in eastern New York State through New England. Just about to wind down in the Binghamton area where they had some unbelievable snow totals. I was checking some of the totals even across Connecticut, now 10 inches, give or take. There was a 1 to 2 feet in the Hudson Valley and Catskills, but 3.5 feet approaching in Binghamton and Endicott, New York. Like the Weather Service office in Binghamton, I think they had 20 inches of snow in about 5 hours. That's 4 inches an hour for 5 solid hours average. I saw one report of 6 inches an hour overnight in one of these towns. Incredible. 40 inches from Litchfield. That was at 4:45, so it was still snowing. So I'm really curious to see what the final totals are for there. For us, we have a warming trend coming. The viewer asked the question a few minutes ago about Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Monday, depending on where you are, might even be 50-ish or low 50s, but we certainly will see milder air Sunday, Monday. And next week, looks like Tuesday and Wednesday, we could be cracking the 50-degree mark ahead of Christmas. So Christmas Eve looks actually a low to mid-50s. There's a big picture one more time of the storm behind it. Not much going on. This is just from meteorologically what I think is cool. You can really see the spin here, right? This is the mid and upper level low. The surface low is down south of Long Island. So they're not always on top of each other, and the energy from this was just incredible. That's why all the snow. So goodbye to the storm, and we'll be in and out of the clouds here for the next few days. All right, the forecast. Oh, let's take a look at Sky 9 real quick. I'm told there.
Oh.
What?
Oh, what
What's
happened?
that?
So, and this is, I'm not sure which airport we're looking at. This may be,
This is Dulles?
this is Dulles or BWI. Do we know, Heather? I'm talking to producer Heather. We do not know, but this is
BWI.
This is BWI. This is Sky 9. So it looks like this Spirit plane is, and it looks like they're deplaning with the the portable stairs there. Somebody's going in and out from the back. So obviously not the worst case, but an unscheduled stop in the
Wonder
mud.
if it slipped off the
Wow.
runway there.
Yeah, slid off the runway.
Yeah, that's going to take some heavy equipment to get that plane back.
That the airplane slid off the runway, and so they had to deplane the passengers. I think this plane was trying to leave the area, and it didn't get to take off.
Wow.
My
Yeah.
goodness.
Glad everyone's
And
okay.
BWI, you said?
This is at
Megan?
BWI, yes.
Okay.
All right. Well, this is it could have been a lot worse. So that's
Yeah, you see the folks. I think they're right there getting off.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that little
Look at the
one.
kids.
Look at little kid coming down.
Yeah, it's a big stair for.
Wow.
But they'll get off safely. They'll all be okay.
Yeah, glad
Nice
they're
job
okay.
from Sky9.
Yeah.
And for the rescue crews over there at BWI doing their thing.
So this just is a reminder for everyone, if a plane can slide off the runway like this, imagine what your car can do.
Yep. Right.
So if you don't have to go outside, we're asking everyone to just kind of stay in and wait for things to just melt and thaw out a little bit. We, like Howard said, we're going to get some sun today. And so, oh, look at the kids. They're just so cute. I hope this
I
wasn't
saw
their
the
first
firefighter
flight.
carrying the little
I
kid.
know. Shout out to the firefighters.
Yes.
Generally
Yeah, our
carrying
first
them off.
responders,
Yeah.
and then exactly, you're putting more people in harm's way when you go out, because these are people who have families who have to come out and then rescue you. So
Yeah.
if you can stay inside, stay inside.
Thank you to all the first responders.
Yeah.
That's right. What a
Megan.
okay. Glad that's not a different story. So all right.
Yeah.
We want to thank you so much for joining us for this special live stream, guys. I've had a good time. How about you?
Yeah,
Okay.
always a great time.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for joining us on
Get
Facebook
to be a little
Live.
looser.
A little looser.
Like
We'll
that.
have much more coverage both on the air
You
and
got to get it to
online
lose the tie, though.
at WUSA9.com and on the WUSA9 app. Remember, for the
Howard, if
latest
you lose
conditions.
the tie, maybe he'll lose the tie.
For the latest conditions, all you got to do
I've
is
lost
text
the
the word
jacket.
snow to 202-895-5599. We're going to send you links to the latest information in school closures. Everybody together, have a great day.
Yay! Happy Thursday.
Baby Tony.
No.
Baby Yoda's got competition.
Oh, and here's Landon.
no,
One more time.
no,
One more
no.
time, Landon.
What is
Let's
He
do
is
it.
never going to
Oh,
live this
God.
down. He'll never live it down.
Poor baby.
Yeah.